The Adventures of Chief Quiche. Chief Quiche owns a baking company, and he is making a new quiche recipe. His new recipe has tons of vegetables in it: broccoli, peppers, tomatoes, and onions, and all yummy stuff. So for his new recipe, he wants to make a new pan, and he has 190.755 square inches of sheet metal for this pan. He wants to optimize the amount of filling that can go into this pan. So we need to find what is the biggest pan we can make with 190.75 square inches of sheet metal. So to do this, we need the surface area formula, which is pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. So that we set that equal to 190.755, since that's the amount of metal we have, and then we isolate the variable h so we can find what the height is. So now we have to plug this h into the volume formula. The volume formula is pi r squared h, and by plugging it in, and we have to simplify this formula, and now we have a function of r that represents the volume. So we find the derivative of this function so that we can set it equal to 0 and find the maximum amount of filling that can go into this pie pan. So then we solve for r, and we find that the radius is equal to 4.5. Now we can plug that r into our formula for h, and we find that that also equals 4.5, and that's because that's the most efficient way to get a big volume. So now we know that we need a pan that is 4.5 inches deep and that has a 4.5 inch radius, which would be a 9-inch diameter. So now we know what our pan is, and Chief Quiche is a very happy baby.